dealing with in court, but I do need you to take your hat off because we are in court.
I'll take my hat off for $500. Can you hear me now?
Yes, now we can hear you. Very good. All right, state your name for the record.
My name is Fernando Gonzalez, living man.
Very good.
I'm here
And we already have
representing my
appearance of
corporate
Mr.
fiction of the
Duffield
exact same name.
in regard to the matter for motion to dismiss,
Did you hear me,
Mr.
Your Honor?
Gonzalez.
Your Honor.
I did hear you identify yourself as Fernando Gonzalez. Thank you. Please proceed with your motion
Yes.
for dismissal.
I'm here representing my corporate fiction of the same name. And I'm here to motion.
Well, you're here
I'm
as
here to.
No, you're here as Fernando Gonzalez, because
Right,
if you're
but
not
I'm
here
not-
as Fernando Gonzalez, I will have to issue a bench warrant for Fernando Gonzalez.
You and I both know I'm representing my corporate fiction, the all caps
You
name.
cannot do that. You cannot represent a party other than yourself, sir.
Well, then we got a problem.
You
under this part,
and I both,
jurisdiction.
you and I both know that. So
No,
proceeding
that's
as
not true.
Fernando Gonzalez,
If
do
I
you
own
wish
a
to
name-
address your motion for, do you wish
If
to
I-
address your motion for dismissal?
Yeah, I would like to challenge
Please do
jurisdiction
so.
like you didn't. I'm here by special appearance to challenge jurisdiction and motion to dismiss for lack of jurisdiction. I mean, I've all but trademarked my corporate fiction name. You know, we're going to just have to do this again in 6 months once it's trademarked.
Well, that's not true. Your motion is dismissed and denied because it is not based on any actual recognized legal basis. So in regard to the trial,
I object to that.
Okay, that's fine. You can
strongly.
object. And upon receipt of your judgment, you can go ahead and file an appeal on that if you so choose, but we are proceeding. Mr. Duffield.
Thank you. I would call Deputy Louise Hempston to the stand. Your Honor, would you like me to approach the podium or may I stay at the table through the duration of questioning?
You can remain in the chair.
Just have a copy of my.
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, sir.
Have a seat, state your name, spell it for the record.
Louise Hempston, Hempston.
Very good. Please proceed.
Thank you. Deputy Hempston, where are you currently employed?
Allen County Sheriff's Office.
How long have you been employed at that location? Or with that employer?
Almost 5 years.
All right. And what are your job duties entail?
Road patrol for the Sheriff's Office.
Do you recall making a traffic stop with Mr. Fernando Gonzalez? I believe it was June of 2022.
Yes, June 26, 2020.
And do you know where this traffic stop was located?
It was on the northbound 131 on the 66-mile marker. It would have been in the Wayland Lake Township.
And what was the nature of the stop? Why did you initiate a stop?
I observed a vehicle traveling in front of me. It was going northbound, and I was also going northbound. The vehicle did not have a license plate registration attached to it, I could see.
And so you initiated the traffic stop at that point?
Yes, sir.
Did you make contact with the driver of the vehicle?
Yes, sir.
Did you ask the driver for their license and registration?
Yes, I did.
Did the driver provide you such documentation?
I gotta object.
And that's he.
What is your objection?
He's labeling me a driver when he has no proof that I was transporting goods, services, or passengers for hire.
Your objection's overruled. Please proceed.
Thank you. Again, did he provide any the documentation that you requested?
When I asked for them, he said that he did not have them, and then he told me he wasn't driving, he was traveling.
Do you recall what type of vehicle the individual was in?
It was a silver Ford, I believe it was a Focus.
And to your knowledge, is that a motor vehicle?
Yes, sir.
Were you able to identify the driver in some capacity or in some way?
Yes, I was. There was some legal documents. The driver would not identify himself, and I attempted to look at the VIN plate on the front dashboard underneath the front windshield, which is obscured by some paperwork. That paperwork were legal documents and identified a person's name, and it also identified an address. I used that address and that name using lean to come up with a name and a picture that identified the same person as was driving the vehicle.
And did you, when that was pulled up in your law enforcement information network, did that include information on whether the individual had a valid driver's license?
Send operator status was denied, suspended. So
Did you inform the operator of the vehicle about this?
yes,
All right, and then was the individual whose name you read and who law enforcement information network provided you the information, was that individual Fernando Gonzalez?
yes,
Your Honor, does the defendant have the, at this point I would ask if the defendant had the capability to turn on his video camera so that the witness would be able to verify whether the person present is or is not that individual?
Mr. Gonzalez, turn on your camera, please.
Is it on? Can you see me?
No, you have it turned off, actually.
Well, it says it's on my end, but I don't see myself.
But you probably,
How's
there
that?
you go. There you go.
If
Yep.
if you were to see this individual again, would you be able to recognize him?
yes.
All right, do you see that, if you see that person in the courtroom or on
Can I
Zoom?
speak up?
If you were to see that person in the courtroom or on Zoom, please identify them and point out
Yes.
something that they were.
Fernando Gonzalez on the Zoom screen.
Mr. Gonzalez, thank you for turning your camera on. If you don't wish to keep it on, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that, but I usually like to be looking at the person I'm dealing with in court, but I do need you to take your hat off because we are in court.
I'll take my hat off for $500.
Well, then
We're-
you can either take your hat off or be held in contempt of court, or you can turn your camera off, one or the other.
I'll turn my camera off. I don't like being told what to do.
Okay, very good.
May the record reflect that.
He did identify, yes.
And so you said that this traffic stop occurred northbound US 131 near the 66-mile marker?
Yes, sir.
To your knowledge, is that within the borders of Allegan County
Yes, sir.
in the state of Michigan?
Yes, sir.
And US 131, is that a limited access highway?
Yes, it is.
All right, at this point, Your Honor, I would ask to move to admit the People's Marked Exhibit 1 under MCL 257.204A, given that it is a record kept by the Secretary of State in compliance with that statute, and is a certified copy of such, if I may approach.
You may.
For the record, I would state that I emailed a copy of this document to the defendant at the email address I had on file approximately 25 minutes prior to the start of the trial time.
All right. Any objection to the exhibit, Mr. Gonzalez? No objection, it's admitted. Anything further?
Your Honor, I have no further questions for this witness at this point. Thank you.
Mr. Gonzalez, do you have any questions? Mr. Gonzalez appears not to have any questions. He's muted himself, so you may step down.
Sorry about that. Yeah, I do have a question.
All right.
How did we get this far without establishing jurisdiction?
This jurisdiction is established by the Michigan Constitution, and
Did you get the
this is a
paperwork that
duly
I sent?
recognized court of the state. I've already ruled on that motion, sir. If you wish to address it on appeal, you're welcome to do so. We do have a jurisdiction. Any further questions
you
of
don't
this
have jurisdiction.
witness? Of this
I-
witness, do you have any questions of the witness?
Of this witness? No, I don't think I do, other than
All right.
who's
You may step down.
the injured party here? I mean, I would like to cross-examine the injured party, not the police officer that wrote the ticket.
Okay, very good. Anything else you'd like to present, Mr. Gonzalez?
I would like to present the documents that I emailed you earlier with.
We've already
my-
established
my
your
FOIA
motion
request.
for dismissal has been denied.
What
If
about
you
the
wish to
other
address
stuff
that on
that-
appeal, if you wish to address that on appeal, you're welcome to do so. I did receive your lien notice. I have no idea what that is supposed to mean. So Anything else
which-
you'd like to present to the court?
Which question did you have on the document?
I don't have any questions on it. It
Well, if
is
you don't
meaningless
know
to
what
me.
that document is, then maybe we should.
Well, the document,
pause for a minute
sir,
and
the
figure it
reason,
out, because
well,
You're
I can
fishing
tell
for
you this,
jurisdiction when you don't
sir.
have any,
sir,
and
sir.
Your
The
Honor,
document,
we can't
the
proceed.
document.
We can't proceed without
All
jurisdiction.
right, I have an
Thank you.
idea, sir. You don't interrupt me and I'll try not to interrupt you. So go ahead and make, if you've indicated that you didn't have any questions, and that's fine. I told you the reason that in regard to that, the notice of lien you sent, it's a meaningless document from a legal point of view. All right? Anything
Okay.
else you'd
I
like to
don't agree.
establish on the record?
Yeah, what about my
Okay,
FOIA
he has
request?
nothing further. You wish
Yes,
to
I
sum
do.
up any arguments you have?
I object.
Mr. Duffield.
You're not letting me proceed. You're not letting me defend
Sir,
myself.
you're not proceeding. You keep saying you want a motion for dismissal, but I've already
didn't say that.
directed that
I mean, I
that is
said it was.
denied.
But I asked you, did you read the FOIA request that I just sent you a while back?
Sir, no, I did not read a FOIA request because I haven't received one. So I can
I
tell
sent
you,
one.
and not only that, that would be irrelevant to this proceeding.
How
in
would
any
you know
event.
without
So,
reading it
Mr.
first?
Anything further?
How would you know without reading it first?
Because a FOIA request in regard to this matter, we are talking about a motion, a trial for driving with license suspended. Do you have anything pertinent to that in regard to this trial?
Yeah, the FOIA request that I sent you. Pretty
Okay,
much takes
anything
me out
other
of
than
your
that?
jurisdiction.
Sir, I am deeming that to be irrelevant. You can take that
Without
up on
reading it
appeal as
first?
well. You
Without
can take
reading
that
it
up on
first,
appeal
really?
as well. Well,
So
sir, we're on you don't file things a moment before a trial and then expect the court to receive it. First of all, we didn't receive it, but in any event, sir, I've already
Well, I
made my
never
ruling.
even-
Do you
I
have,
never
sir,
can-
I'm not going to argue with you. The matter is that is disposed of. You can address it on
That's
appeal.
why we're here
Anything-
today, is to argue.
Sir,
Now, listen to
sir, you can
Your
address
Honor.
it on appeal.
Your
You can
Honor.
address it on appeal, sir.
You want to get out of this so bad, you don't even want to fight with me on this, or what? You're
I
just
don't want to
gonna
fight
ignore
with
me?
you at all because that's nonsense. I don't want to fight with you. I have nothing against you, sir. I'm just asking you to proceed with pertinent information.
Well, how would you know if something's pertinent if you don't look
Okay,
at it?
that's enough. All right. Any arguments in summation, Mr. Duffield?
Your Honor, my office's obligation is to prove the elements of this crime, each one beyond a reasonable doubt. The elements being that first, that the defendant operated a motor vehicle, which is defined under MCL 25733 as a vehicle that is self-propelled. I believe based on the testimony that the vehicle at issue in this case meets such a definition. Second, that the defendant was the one who operated that vehicle on a highway, US 131 being the limited access freeway with a 66-mile marker. I believe we have.
I object.
Is the only testimony in evidence compels that conclusion. And third, that at the time that the defendants, at the time of the travel or of the driving, the defendant's operator's license was suspended or revoked. We've heard testimony from the deputy. She cross-checked using the law enforcement information network, which showed that the defendant had a suspended or revoked license. Further, we have since procured a copy of the Secretary of State certified driving record that the Secretary of State maintains by statute, which also shows that it has been suspended. So I believe we have met all of the elements of the crime beyond a reasonable doubt, and I would ask that the court find such. Thank you.
Any argument pertinent to the case, Mr. Gonzalez?
Yeah. I thought this case was squashed a long time ago, or else I would have prepared for trial, which I never even consented to last time I challenged jurisdiction. I should get more time to defend myself if this case is going to be going forward without me being able to defend myself. That's not fair. I thought this case was squashed the moment I sent that ticket back with all rights reserved.
Well, that's
With 72 hours,
so that is,
you have nothing to
you've
base
known this
that on
case
other
has
than
been
your-
pending. This case has actually been pending since 2022.
That's not my
Um,
fault.
Here,
I
well,
rescinded
that
that
is
ticket
indeed
in
your,
72
in
hours.
any
So
event.
your guys'
I do find that
fault
the
for-
people have proven their case
Honor-
beyond a reasonable doubt. I do find that he's guilty in this matter. Fines are $250. State costs $50. Court costs $200. crime victim right fee of $75.
You don't have my consent on any of this.
And $150 in bench warrant fees.
And I want my bail back too.
That would be then a total of $725, and I'll give you 90 days to take care of that.
That's
Is there
not gonna
bond?
happen.
Is there actually bond that's been posted? We have $300 bond. We'll apply a bond,
I object to that.
and we're applying it.
For a victimless crime, that's,
And remaining balance of $425 is due within 90 days. We're all set. We're going to mail out the judgment to you, sir. If you wish to appeal, you're welcome to do so.
thanks.
Exhibit, Judge,
I'm sorry?
exhibit.
The exhibit's returned to the prosecutor.